What's poppin' with the squad? How y'all doing? How y'all living? It's your boy Amauri. We back with another one. And first off, let me just clear this up right off the bat. Please, let me just clear this up. I was gonna drop a video yesterday explaining why, in my opinion, Kendrick was up one in this beef against J. Cole. Like, I had some thought out points that I was gonna articulate, and I was excited to get y'all that video. However, as I was putting my thoughts together and whatnot, I saw social media posts telling me that J. Cole apologized to Kendrick live on stage. Now, hear me out. I'm not gonna sit up here and say Cole corny for that, at least not at this part of the video. But I'm not gonna sit up here and say Cole corny for that. I'm not gonna sit up here and say Cole a whole ass for that, even though that may or may not be what I think. We'll leave that to the side for now. We'll come back to that. What I do want to say is that genuinely, knowing how Cole is as a fan, knowing what he's done in the past, knowing the things that he said in his music, knowing the things he said in interviews, knowing this, that, and the third, I'm not terribly upset about it. As a J. Cole fan, I'm not upset about it. It makes sense. Cole has always been the peacekeeper within the big three. He's never really been one for antagonizing people. He's never really been one for throwing shots at people. Yes, he sent out a couple warning messages. Yes, he sent out some shots to who's who about poking at him. Maybe he sent some shots to haters on the internet who are talking mad-ish about what he said or what he's done or him not responding to beef. I get all that. Honestly, it is 100% within J. Cole's character to offer this type of an apology, especially when you know how much respect he has for Kendrick as a rapper and an artist. It just makes sense. I could have called this. I could have seen it coming. Did I want it to happen? No, not necessarily. But I 100% saw something like this coming. Either Cole was going to apologize or they were going to dap it up, hop on a track together, and call it good. That's what I saw happening, but we got an apology. That being said, as a Kendrick fan, as a fan of hip-hop, as a fan of rap, as somebody who has wanted to see these two test each other, and not even in a malicious, out-of-pocket way, in a way that puts shine on them both, in a way that shows why the greater hip-hop community considers these two of the big three. I've wanted to see that for some time, and I thought this would be that opportunity. However, Cole couldn't last an entire weekend. He couldn't go an entire weekend before he had to apologize to Kendrick. That's weak. That's corny. That's garbage. Bro, at least let it hit Monday morning before you start apologizing. Act hard for the weekend. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, ain't nobody touching me. Yeah, Cole thought, my bad. Kendrick thought that he could come at me. I had to show him. Monday morning comes around. I had the chance to reflect. I thought about it. Y'all know how much I respect this man, love his catalog. Nah, this man copped out Sunday night. I think the piece that makes me the most upset about this whole situation is the fact that not only did he apologize, he recanted his disses, bro. One of the hardest disses that majority of Cole's fan base was dragging on and was holding on to was Cole downplaying Kendrick's whole discography. Your first ish was classic. Your last ish was tragic. The second ish put people to sleep, but gassed it. That diss was what I saw people referencing more than anything. And he had the nerve to go out there on stage and say how much he loves Kendrick's catalog. It's not even the fact that he's admitting how much he respects and likes Kendrick's catalog. It's the fact that he took that diss and explicitly pinned that as being out of character. He specifically pinned that as him saying something shameful. He acknowledged the competitive spirit, but then turns around and says it didn't sit right with him. What kind of message are you trying to send, Cole? Like what? Like honestly, tell me, what is it that you are doing? What is it that you are trying to say? I think all in all, this bothered me so very much because it would have been like the first notable, like really notable, and I'm not talking about like niche part of hip hop. Like I'm talking real notable. Like this was more notable than Pusha T calling out Drake for being an absentee father. This would have had people talking, but Cole tossed all that away. At this point, all I can really say is that I hope Kendrick drops another diss, to be honest. I hope Kendrick drops a diss calling Cole on his wishy-washy, just peacekeeper, the Messiah, Jesus wannabe personality, and tells him there ain't room for this ish. If you gonna drop something, stand on it. And this ain't the same as Jay-Z going back and saying, you know, Big Pimpin' was one of his most regrettable songs to make because it was just so out of character. Whatever. No, we're not talking about that. We're talking about the fact that this was shots fired. Kendrick ran up on Drake and Cole spun the block back on Kendrick, and then came back and apologized to Grandma for doing it. That's why I'm upset, personally. If you're gonna spin the block, homie. Don't apologize for it. All that being said, I'm cool off Cole for a while. I'm gonna have to give Cole a break for a minute. I'm gonna be bumping some Kendrick, probably some Drake, probably some Joey. But I need a break from Cole, bro. I just can't do it right now. I just can't. Baffles me that this is what Cole did. And mind you, again, like I said earlier in the video, this isn't me talking about Cole as a person is dumb for this. No, this is me talking about Cole as a rapper. Cole as a hip-hop head. Cole as somebody who is of the culture. Yes, he's a good person. Yes, he respects Kendrick. Yes, he respects his peers. This, that, and the third. He is a genuinely good dude, and I love that. But this ain't about being a good person right now. This is about hip-hop. This is about hip-hop. You can't let somebody throw dirt on you and then come back trying to catch him just to take it back. No take-backsies in hip-hop, dog. No take-backsies. None of that. But I digress. I'm done ranting now. Maybe I'll still drop that video of why I thought Kendrick was up one. Like, I still have all the points and stuff. Like, if that's something that you would like to see, just let me know. Drop down to the comments, be like, yeah, drop that other video, and I'll drop it. But I had to get this out. I had to get my thoughts, my feelings out on the situation because I had a whole lot of people asking me. So, yeah, that's how I feel. That's how I feel. That's all I have to say. I'm done.